Hey, listen, I just wanted to come by and tell you that your athlete is always being evaluated. Your athlete is always being evaluated. Be it if it's in school, be it if it's at home, be it if it's on the basketball court, they're always being evaluated. And so let me tell you what I mean by that. Right, first, well, there's three different types, right? So you have scouting, evaluation, then recruitment, right? Scouting, evaluation, recruitment. I've talked about that a few times. If you've not heard any of those classes, go check out my YouTube page, and it's definitely on there a couple times, a couple different classes about the breakdown from scouting, evaluation to recruiting. Now, your athlete is always being evaluated. So go back to the first point that I just said, scouting. Even in the classroom, scouting, the teacher's always looking and paying attention, right? Looking and paying attention, scouting, looking and paying attention. And then there's evaluation, right? After the information is given in the class setting, the teacher then has to do some type of evaluation on the student. That comes in the form of a test or a quiz, whatever that may be. And so after the evaluation, then comes the recruitment. See, my buddy just peeked in the morning, right? He wants to be part of the video. Anyway, your athlete is always being evaluated. You yourself, you know, when you give your athlete the tools, the information needed, right? Now you're kind of paying attention to what they're doing, but now you're also evaluating them to make sure that they're doing it in a way that is okay to you, the parent. Does that make sense? Same way that the teacher is evaluating to make sure that the student is getting what they need in accordance to the standards. But then on the court, coaches scout and then coaches evaluate. That evaluation is, can you bring us what we're looking for you to bring us? And after the evaluation, then comes the recruitment, right? So in the classroom, the teacher has evaluated, they've given the information, right? They've scouted, now they've evaluated with some form of accountability, right? Something that numbers wise that we can track, something that's trackable. That's why it's a test or whatever it is, right? And now in class, your athlete is being recruited, sometimes to participate, to answer questions, to be the leader, but the teachers is not recruiting the ones that have not shown themselves worthy during the evaluation process. Does that make sense? It's the same thing at home, right? You're recruiting your kid to do something with you or without you, when you're there, when you're not there, but you aren't going to recruit them, hey, I need you to do this, if you know in the evaluation process that they're not ready. Does that make sense? So it's the same thing on the court. No coach is going to start to recruit an athlete until they've scouted them and they evaluated them, and then to find out if they're worthy of the recruitment. So again, when I always talk about being the right recruit, that's kind of the final stage. You have to know and be prepared. Your athlete has to know and be prepared. The parent has to know and be prepared what all entails the things necessary to be ready for the evaluation and to always know that scouting is always going on. So your athlete is always being evaluated. But guess what? You as the parent are too. When it comes to the college level, the parent is also being evaluated as well, because the parent will be recruited themselves. Coaches recruit families, not just athletes. Does that make sense? Right? So I hope that you were able to get from this video, the main thing is that your athlete is always being evaluated. They're always being evaluated on the court or off the court. So what are they doing to set themselves apart from those that are being scouted with them, those that are being evaluated with them, to those that are being recruited with them? Because the scouting and the evaluation weeds out the recruitment. But if you know, and if your athlete knows and can pay attention to what the scouting entails, what the evaluation entails, then they'll be prepared for any recruitment at any phase in their life. All right, it's Coach Carvel Bailey again. I hope this made sense to you in today's video, today's class. If you haven't had a chance to check out my free case study video where I share my 3 secrets of what athletes and parents really need to know about the recruitment process, and more so how to put themselves in the best position to get recruited, then go check that out at BeTheRightRecruit.com. That's BeTheRightRecruit.com. All right, Coach Carvel Bailey, talk to y'all